Yeah.
Yo.
My bad. Oh. Crazy NFL weekend, bro.
Yeah, Faraz has been like telling me all this stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I don't even watch football, but he still feels the need to, because like so much stuff has been happening.
Now, I've been thinking a lot about this channel, right?
Yeah.
And I came to like the realization that like we can't make this like an interview type, like a soft white underbelly thing, nor can we make it like any personal development, self-development. I don't know. It's like there's not that many video concepts if we go in that direction. Besides like sharing other people's perspectives on like what they've been through. You know? Which I think we should stay away from that because we're not like in that like even that educated of a position on that topic.
Well, I don't know if that's a good reason to stay away from it.
Okay.
If it's your intuition to stay away from it, I think that's a good reason. But
it's not an intuition thing, but it's just like there's so many people out there already doing.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, like doing like I want to share like people's like the unheard people perspective.
You're right. It's overshadowed with people that are way more qualified than us.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. So like, what would people want to see from us, right? Like, this YouTube channel UDY.
Yeah. Wait. What? Which one?
UDY.
UDY? No.
Alright. Like I'm just trying to cut like. So there's like Spectrum, Cut, all those different things, right? Like Jubilee. All of them. Cut is like a, guess the police officer, and then they all are blindfolded and they all talk.
Yeah.
And then if you guess right, then it's like $1,000. Yeah. Like that type of stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's easy to do, but it's hard to get views on that type of stuff unless you like put it on properly. But let me see. $6 million.
So here's my vision. Okay, here's what I see. I see a gap in the market and an ability to get views and this is just intuitive actually.
Okay.
I'm good at understanding clips. I'm good at knowing how clips work. I'm good at being able to make a good title and thumbnail. And before a video is even made, I can run through a bunch of title and thumbnail ideas, make a video based off of that, and make sure it's successful based off the title and thumbnail and what's said in the first 10 seconds.
Okay.
Like, I used to help a bunch of TikTokers make a bunch of TikTok edits and things like that.
Yeah.
And the TikToks that I helped them work on cumulatively have like 100 million total views. So I developed a bit of an intuition, a bit of experience in knowing clips and what works and what doesn't work. And like, even for example, like the littlest thing, like just providing any sort of context on anything. Like, what's this person's take on this person who has clout? What's their take on what this person said on this day? And I could take that and make that into a 100,000 view video.
That's like every like interviewer like Vlad or like any of those low key interviewers. That's all they do.
Yeah, they just spam it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they asked Boosie. Oh, what do you think about Kanye West? And it's like, bro, who cares? Like,
exactly.
Like, look, see this guy UDY. All he does is does loyalty tests. So he like fakes situations between like.
I've seen this guy.
It's like if I have a girlfriend and I'm like sus that she might leave me or something like that, I'll go to him and be like, "Yo, can you do a loyalty test on my girl?" And then he'll like set up a whole fake situation, record everything, set up cameras, and and I just wanted to show you this because this is like a lane that he went in and he blew up in like a very niche lane.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos a long time ago.
Yeah, very niche lane, like 2.4, 3.9. Like all these have like over 1 million views, 13.
Yeah, I've seen somewhat like 15
16
million views. Yeah.
Yeah. This one was crazy. Yeah.
And 3 years ago, those are the ones I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, like 8 mil. Like, bro. And this concept is like such a great concept.
It is.
Because I mean, and you just have to do the same thing every time. It's like a rinse and repeat, you know? But he's falling off now a little bit. Because like everybody's seeing everything already.
Yeah.
You know? That's the problem with it, but.
Let's get down to like the core of the channel, the purpose of it, right? What should that be? Like what's the like if somebody asks why does the channel even exist in the first place? We should have that down so that way, you know,
Exactly.
there's never a point where it starts to fall off because you can always come up with themes and video ideas out of that. I have a thought which is just diving deeper and deeper into a person's character and exploring that. I think even people with very interesting stories are shown very surface level.
Kind of like what makes a good person type thing?
But even like this, like UDY or whatever, right? Testing people, putting people in really precarious situations and testing them and seeing what they would do. For different kinds of people. Like experiments, kind of. Like a little science experiments.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that. Like coming up with like.
And that's character. It's
Yeah.
You take someone, you put them in a situation where they have to make a difficult choice between one or the other, and you see what they make. And everybody else wants to know what they do. That's why movies work. That's why people like do anything. That's why people watch other people. Is to see what decisions other people make in tough situations, to learn about them.
Yeah.
And so. And from what I see, all of the like things that people would talk about and stuff like that online, like there's this guy Michio Kaku. I've seen a few of his podcasts. Mm-hmm. He says the same things every single time.
Oh, Kaku.
Michio, you probably seen some clips of him. M-I-C-H.
Is he there on the side?
H-I-O. There it is. He's a quantum physicist.
Yeah.
You seen him? Yeah. But every single, like the Lex Friedman podcast and the Joe Rogan podcast, and every single time.
I know. Trust me, bro. I know these type of people. Like
he does the same thing he says the same thing, like word for word. He has his phrases. He has the same things every single time.
Yeah.
There's never any depth to it after that point.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many of his things, and it's all just the same thing. I want to see some depth of character. I don't want to hear what people have scripted.
Yeah.
I want to throw curveballs at them.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I want to do.
I like that. The same thing, bro. That's why, like, you know, when we, I was thinking yesterday, and when we said, oh, imagine, like, sitting Sarah down with, like, a KKK.
Yeah.
Like, that would be entertaining, but, like, that's not what, like,
I see that as just as valuable as a conversation that you and me would have on camera. I see that as at the same level. Like, I don't see anything super special about it, but I still like the idea. At the end of the day, what I've had this, I've had this, and this might not be the right channel for it. This might not be the right channel, but I have this desire to dive super, super deep into people's character and to really, really figure out who they are deep down.
No, I think this is the channel for that.
And I want to do experiments.
Like putting people through experiments without them knowing, like that type of thing.
Have you heard of, this is an experiment that I found out about pretty recently in depth, but I always knew vaguely that it was a thing. You know about that experiment about where this college professor, what he did was he told all the people in his class, he's like, if you can get, this was back in like 2013 or something like that, he's like, if you can email an A-list celebrity and get a reply back, I'll give you an extra few points for extra credit or whatever. And this was at the time where he was like, he had a list and he's like, Johnny Depp, Jennifer Lawrence, and he had that kind of list. That was during that era. And none of them did it the whole year. None of them got any extra points. And the next year he tried the same experiment, but he told them, he lied to the class. He said, last year about half the class was able to do it. And he just told them that. And that year, 80% of the students did it.
Wow.
And that was super insightful to me.
Yeah.
Whatever conclusion people take from that is whatever conclusion people take from that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do those kinds of experiments.
Yeah.
I want to do unknowingly, you know the marshmallow study?
Tell me about it.
It's like one of the most famous, like if you're getting into this, you'll see it all over the place. The marshmallow study is controversial, but very, very robust. And it's very simple to do. All you do is you take a kid, any age, you take anyone really, and you give them something they desire. Sugar is very simple for kids to understand. Mm-hmm. They want that. And so you give a 6-year-old.
Oh yeah, I have seen that. Yeah, and then there's a marshmallow in front of them, and then they go out the room, and then like sometimes they'll eat it. If they're told not to eat it, they'll eat it, right, or something like that.
What happens is the person who's doing the experiment will tell the kids, wait for 10 minutes. If you wait, you'll get another marshmallow.
Oh yeah.
If you don't wait, you can have it now, but you won't get the second marshmallow. The kids who wait, and then the kids see the other kids getting the second marshmallow who waited. And what's crazy is there's a lot of controversy behind this experiment. And this is not the particular kind of experiment I want to do, but this kind of attitude towards experimenting and understanding who people are and what decisions they'd make when they don't know they're being watched, I want to implement the marshmallow study in many different things. It's a very controversial study because it's actually been very strongly associated with the people who were less likely or took or ate the marshmallow in less time or were less likely to not eat the marshmallow were far more likely to end up in jail and commit crimes and have drug use and be gambling addicts and all that stuff. And it was like...
Because they can't control their urges?
Because when they were a child, they didn't have good impulse control. And it translated to when they were an adult also not having good impulse control.
And I have this one. No, not that one. That's for this. You don't want that, yeah.
So I want to implement the marshmallow study mentality in so many different aspects with so many different people, and I just want to see what people are made of, you know? Even if that's just having a conversation with someone. And I, like, you know, here's the thing. I have a ton of conversations with a ton of people that I consider to be really intelligent people. Mm-hmm. And all I do is I just post them privately on YouTube because I don't have any place to store it. Mm-hmm. And it's a little cheat code. You can store anything private on YouTube, and by their own terms of service, they won't get rid of it. So it's like an unlimited hard drive space, basically. Mm-hmm. And so literally I have like with my friend, I have like deep talks with Keon, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like talks about like morality, subjectivity, writing, hip hop, freestyles, love, death, and robots, predeterminism, creativity. Oh. And we just had these conversations, and I just put it up, and I'm like, I don't have any place to put this.
Can I see it? Did you edit any of them?
No.
Okay.
It's just me saving my recording, so maybe one day in the future I can go back and check it out. But it's private on YouTube. I never showed anyone it. But I do this all the time, and I just record everything. This might not be the channel for it, but originally when I was thinking about it, I was like, this might be the place to put it, maybe. If the thing is, like, you be the director of this, okay?
No, I mean, I wouldn't want to be the. I could do that.
No, yeah, but sure. I want you to have like one person should have ultimate veto power.
Okay.
Of the thing, you know, in case there's any like major clash, creative difference, one person should have veto power.
Okay.
Like, if not you, then me. Somebody should have it.
Alright.
And this just seems like it's more your project than mine. And I want to help and I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I'd love to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But there needs to be one person that's in charge. There needs to be one leader. One person who, you know, makes the YouTube channel, who has the email address and they're like logged into it and all that stuff, you know?
I do know, like, alright, so let's see, I want some video ideas, like, Or I just want to get like some inspiration here.
Yeah.
Look, I really like this channel. Is this what it's called? Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's on. I
Oh,
think.
that's Jubilee. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you see, you know, it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
strongly believe or you don't, like, that's a good concept.
Yeah.
Like this, like you get people on lines and like, you know.
Yeah. I like this.
And a cool thing to test is like the not the bystander effect, but like, you know, when you see like a whole crowd going somewhere and then you just go that way.
Yeah, conformity.
Yeah, it's like conformity. Like, say on that Spectrum show, it's like you believe, like you agree, but then you see everybody go to strongly agree. So you just like move over a little and go to strongly agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we could put together like an experiment to show like is it like a confirmation bias?
It's literally called conformity. Like it's like a whole discipline in psychology, conformity.
That would be interesting. So Jubilee is one cut. Porn stars and their partners play truth or drink. Who had the most plastic surgery? Dad's guess who's high. That's a funny one. Guess who has a white partner? Bro, these are like, I don't know.
These I like how they get a lot of views, but I don't think I'd have much involvement in the surface level kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get some inspiration, and it doesn't have to be like any of these, honestly. But like one part of me wants to do something that's like very deep, you know, that like brings like a awareness or brings like a there's like some sort of lesson behind like each video. One part of me wants to do that. The other part of me feels like that's.
Let's talk about that. What would the lesson? What are you thinking about? What are you trying to do with this? What's your vision for this? What underlying lesson would you want to have in these videos? Close out it, like go to the left or something so he's not talking.
Maybe each video could be different, but like for example, like be like unapologetically yourself, like, and that could be in like the conformity thing, right? Like we could link that conformity, like do an experiment on that, and then like tie that back into like you know, like that type of thing, or like I don't know. I was like writing on my notes. Like I was sitting down with my notes out and I was thinking yesterday, and it was like pretty difficult for me to come up with like I was trying to come up with concepts or like at least a vision for the channel, and like I was thinking about like all the conversations we had on the phone, and I could not come up with a good vision for the channel based off of what we talked about, because we had such like we were talking about a lot of different things on that call.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like,
or don't think about it based on the call. Think about it based on
what you
want.
Yeah.
What kind of message do you want to put out there? This is like a legacy thing, right? Personally, I think it would be, I think an idea, and this would be super easy to do. I think just having debates, just getting people on and just letting them have debates. And making sure they don't get out of hand, but just having them.
Just having people.
All kinds.
One concept or one like video idea I guess I came up with is like real estate agents versus like renters, like people like on gentrification.
Yeah. Like that's an example.
You know, like yeah, like that type of thing. Or
But even like it's. I think it's very easy to do this kind of thing. I think this is something that could happen. Like we could literally record something today.
yeah,
You find two people, any two people, they're gonna disagree about something. There's always something to do there, and I feel like with a bit of mediation and with a bit of guidance from the mediation, it would be very, very easy to get good clips out of it
okay.
that would probably get good views, I think.
I'm just writing on my notes. Hold up.
But what do you think about like the debates thing? Should we include that in the channel or?
Yes,
Because I think that's something that could be like the first thing. That's something we could do ASAP.
I think so too. Opposing viewpoint debates. That could be one part of it. We should also do the experiments, like some like social experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we could get people that identify as like introverts or extroverts or in the middle, and we could
Try to see what.
and we could huh?
Try to see like what they would do in different situations and try to find patterns.
Yeah. Like we could do that, exactly what that is. Or we could tell them all to do like one task and see how they do it.
Yeah.
Separate or
Exactly,
differently,
yeah.
or like the same, or how they react after they do it. Like, for example, go to like Times Square and start like dancing, you know? And like everyone will do it, even the introverts, but like their reaction after or how they feel after, and like that, like I'm just talking, like just coming up with like random
No.
stuff,
This
but-
is like exactly. This is diving into it. This is trying to understand someone's character.
yeah.
So I want to take different kinds of people who identify as different things and put them all
Exactly.
in,
So the
in you know those destruction rooms where you get to destroy whatever you want or choose not to. I want to see what they do. I want to see if they go crazy with it. I want to see what kind of people do what kind of things, and let the themes emerge from what the characters do totally naturally.
exactly. Like so the whole, now we've narrowed it down to like what we want the channel to be like, and the whole theme is understanding and diving into character and why people are how they are or what makes them like that.
Well, you could take it a step further and you could just say promoting tolerance, because that's ultimately what that does. There's the action, which is diving deep into someone's character, and in the process, people watching plus the other people involved will learn to understand another person.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you really wanted
You
to
think
boil
that's
it
a
down,
good? You think that's a good channel name, Tolerant?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think
Tolerance
so?
just by itself, tolerant. I think that's too on the nose.
Okay.
But something like
No,
it,
but you
something
know-
very close to it.
You know Andrew Schultz podcast,
Yeah.
Flagrant?
Uh-huh.
It's like kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? It's like Flagrant, Tolerant. But I don't know.
But flagrant is kind of like a stab at himself. You know.
Yeah.
Tolerant seems a bit
It's like too direct.
pretentious.
Okay.
Tad bit.
Yeah.
Like, look how tolerant we are.
Yeah. Okay.
I like convo, but maybe that's a name for like a segment that we have. Like how Jubilee has like Spectrum. I think convo is a good one for that.
I think so too. Really good. Convo, and that's just when we have different people from different perspectives
Yeah.
debating, and that we just have.
Is that what that is?
Huh?
Convo is when.
Yeah, and then we could have a different name for like the experiments that we do, and we could come up. I mean, we just came up with 2 segments that we could do. One is the debates, or like it's not gonna be a debate, but like a mediated conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 2 is gonna be like these social experiments, and we could craft some crazy social experiments.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, like that is not too hard to do, and we should like. That's nothing that I have like we need like there's a shortage of like there's no shortage of like social experiments. There's an unlimited like amount of people out there. We could get like.
But there's also unlimited demand for them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could do like do people that go to therapy regularly compared to people that don't.
Yeah.
And how they react to certain situations.
Yeah.
Or how they like when someone we could have someone like me or someone start a fight with them. Right?
Yeah.
Like start a fight and then like see how they react.
I want to try the hand in the ice bucket experiment.
What is that?
Where it's like a very rudimentary, very primal experiment, and you just tell people put your hand in a bucket of ice water for as long as you could possibly do it, and the longer you do it, the more money you earn or whatever, right? And you take different people of different kinds of backgrounds and have them put their hand in the bucket of ice. It's not gonna do any long-term damage to them, but time and time again, it's shown that people who are deep in a discipline, it doesn't matter what the discipline is, they keep their hands in there for significantly longer. People who have made things of their lives, people who have come up from very little.
They leave it in there.
Yeah, they leave it in there.
Yeah.
And they only take it out when people tell them to take it out. But people who have not gone through much, people who have had like very cushy lives, they take it out immediately. I don't want to be part of this experiment. I want to do, it's all the philosophy of the marshmallow study, of just seeing what people will do in different situations. And that we could just call what? Social experiments? Should we have like a name for it or something?
Yeah, we could come up with it. I don't think the name matters right now, but
yeah.
But what else could we have on the channel? Like a third, if we have like a solid 3 segments that we have like just alternating, it'll be like easy to come up with content.
It would be.
You know, like. So we have convo, we have the social experiments, and something else that shows character, like that really shows someone's character.
Occasionally, I have conversations with people where I ask them like a very simple question, which is, what's something you could talk about for hours? And it doesn't work on everyone.
Oh, bruh. You know what the third segment has to be?
What?
Something like on the street. Like, we gotta go on the street and, like, talk to people.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that has to be, like, the third... Like, some third
There
segment.
has to be something on the street. There has to be.
I know. It could just be one question. Like, what you just said, that question, that could be the title of the video. And we could just ask every different person that we see that question. You know? Or something like that. Like,
and if we do something like that, it would be... You could just tell people like, oh, let us know in the comments what the next question we should ask is.
Exactly.
And that would be a good idea.
That's so easy to clip up, bro.
Yeah.
TikTok and all that stuff. You have one good answer. You just make a clip, 10-second clip. Oh, what is
By the way, we can reach out to all these like reaction channels, Twitch streamers, all that stuff, and tell them, yeah, you have complete permission. You can make money from it. You can monetize. React to our videos as much as you want. It grows it insane. There's very few people that have done that so far, and all the channels that have done that are all blowing up right now. It's a very new meta to literally reach out to these channels and say, we'll never copyright strike you.
Yeah, like, bro, look at this. This guy's probably like right here. This reaction dude. Like, I have like a few reaction dude. Like this one reaction dude that like I just watched yesterday. I thought he was.
What's his name?
It's like this black dude, like this light skinned black dude. Ghost reacts. That's his name.
Ghost. I've never heard of him.
What? Oh, this guy's funny.
Look at that. JRE House. That's not an official channel.
Yeah.
None of these are.
Yeah. That's crazy. Why don't you get on that? Clipping and posting.
You run the risk of getting your entire channel terminated. And although it takes a while, usually it takes a while,
Yeah, I mean, it only has 4.6 hours and only 5K.
No, but click on the channel.
One FC, like how when you went over to One FC, like how did they pay over there? They pay good. Is it?
And look, popular uploads. 3 weeks ago, 2.3 million views.
Yeah.
Something's gonna pop off. It's like rolling the dice.
All these, I mean, even 600K, that is considered popping off.
Yeah. But I used to save a lot of these links.
Whoa, Nectar.
Never heard this?
I've never heard of that either.
I used to save a lot of these links. I just went back through these, like, a lot of the links I've saved. Like, 90% of them are all terminated channels. So, either if you want to react to stuff, you have to get permission nowadays.
Yo, look at this. Nectar a love personality test. Can two best friends fall in love with 21 questions?
So this is all, this is like a romance channel.
Yeah, it's a romance channel, but it's like, it's literally like Spectra, like
Yeah.
all those other ones, but it's just,
We could just steal all the breaking boundaries ideas that all these smiley camps do. And just recreate them.
breaking boundaries.
That's what they did. They did one of those right there. You saw the one where you step forward if you did this.
Oh, okay.
They did that. You were there, I think. We did that in Mosaic.
Yeah, we did that in Mosaic.
Yeah, we could just take all these ideas. Yeah, we could just take all these. All those same ideas.
Oh, this guy right here, yeah.
This guy?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of his videos, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really like his reactions. He's just high all the time.
I don't like it either. And I watched 5 minutes of this, right? And I got so pissed because he keeps pausing the video. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear you.
Yeah, it's rare that there's a
like
reactor
I kept trying
that...
to forward, and then like look, he lets it play for a second, and then he pauses it. It's like I just exited out and just went to the actual video.
It's very rare that there's a reactor who, when they pause, people actually enjoy what they say more than the actual video. It's super rare.
Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, the entire Democrat base.
Vice is another channel that we gotta get inspiration from.
I love Vice, bro. I mean, that's just documenting real life. That's what they do. Just show different aspects that people don't know of real life.
Yeah.
Like, if we wanted to get on that level, we needed like.
That level is a bit above our pay grade right now.
That's yeah. For now, though.
For now.
Far right view, dude. This is probably hella funny. This one. Here, let's see a little.
That could be an interesting little segment to add in later on, which is like, people
what?
going into different niches and investigating those niches, pretending like they're a part of it, and figuring out the ins and outs of that. That could be
like different occupations or what?
Or like, how Vice will send somebody like, okay, go as a journalist to like, this country and figure out this drug or whatever, and be a part of that world. That could be like a whole thing.
Exactly.
But that's a segment to add later on.
No, that's a segment I'm gonna write down. So we had, on road talk, and then.
Also crucial to spreading the ideology with a smile and making it seem palatable. It was women that got Trump elected, and I guess to be really edgy, it was also women that got Hitler elected.
Across the US and Europe, a new generation of female social media personalities are emerging as figureheads of fathers.
Okay, so
we should be completely politically neutral.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any place for me on the channel to have any sort of to talk about what people should do or how they should live their lives or whatever, Only just learning. I think I should be there just to learn.
Oh, and me too. Like I'm not gonna be on the channel. Besides, like if I'm.
We gotta do those. Write that down as well. Let's do those recap videos. Remember?
Recap.
Yeah, where we go through, we reflect on what was talked about, what can be learned from it, what we got out of it, that sort of thing. Remember, like we were talking on the phone? It could be like a separate segment, or it could be like, when we start the next episode, we just briefly go over what happened in the previous one or something like that. So people know to watch the previous one.
You're onto something. You're onto something. Bro, okay, so we have 5, bro. We have 5 ideas for this one channel. Opposing view debates.
The problem is, I think all 5 of these ideas, they're good ideas, but I think they're all like B plus ideas. Because you know a jackpot idea when you see one.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that before. None of these ideas feel like a jackpot idea.
Let's keep going. What can we learn from Mr. Beast, bro? What can we learn from his channel? He does random stuff. He does like...
Go on his channel. We could probably learn a lot.
Yeah. Mr. Beast too.
Oh. By the way, my camera, I can literally record I have a plug-in battery.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just got it recently. That's what the camera's plugged into right now. And I can literally record my SD cards let me record for 40 hours nonstop. So we have it
That's insane.
in the bag. Like there's nothing we can't record.
Alright, wait, hold up. Let's just go through this.
Go to his channel. And just click on popular. There it is. The first one is capitalizing off of trends, right? Wait, what? 2 weeks ago, 303 million views? What?
It's only a 40-second video. It's a short.
Okay.
If I give you $100, would you go to Paris and give me a jet? No. If I give you $300, would you fly to Paris and bring me back to jet? Yeah, right now. Actually? Yeah.
Flight included?
Yes.
I can't believe she's actually getting something that's
So just doing really rich stuff?
Yeah.
Alright.
Keep going. Okay, wait. Go through.
Like all these challenges, last to leave circle gets all this money.
A lot of his appeal is the fact that, people want to live vicariously through the people who got a lot of money. It's a very easy way to get views. You offer prizes for people, like Jubilee,
Going through the same drive-through 1,000 times.
So, okay, here's the thing. This is something. Okay, let me explain this to you. I feel like this is very, very important. Okay, I've done a lot of research on algorithms. Okay, and I feel like before going in, you should know the ins and outs of how this particular thing works. Okay, it's essentially emotional manipulation is what's happening here with the algorithm. Okay.
Okay.
So, you get somebody to feel an emotion, and you can do storytelling 101 tactics to achieve a specific emotion you want people to feel. Depending on the emotion you set out to make them feel, and you can always find people who will be able to successfully achieve that, good writers and things like that. Depending on the emotion, you'll get a different result. And some emotions will make the content go viral. They've done lots of studies where they've checked, okay, this video elicits this kind of emotion. What happens as a result of it? How much does the video get shared and spread and all that stuff, right? Which do you think were the most successfully shared videos? What emotion did they elicit out of people?
Sadness?
Nope, those are the least.
Really?
Yeah. It was anger.
Anger, wow.
It was anger. When people get angry at something, this has been known for a very, very long time. When people get angry at something, it forms lots and lots of neural connections. You kind of lose sight of a lot of stuff that's happening in reality, and you you fall into a whirlpool. People who can't control their anger fall into a bit of a whirlpool where they start to get angrier and angrier and start to think about more and more injustices happening wrong with the world. It's usually why if you're angry and you're very angry, like you're enraged, you won't just be angry at what you're angry at in the moment. You also come up with random other things that you weren't thinking about just then, but that'll all come to your head. Oh, and also this thing is wrong, and also this thing is wrong.
Yeah.
And it forms those neural pathways. The more and more you get angry, the better and better you get at essentially finding injustices wrong with the world. As much as anger is like,
That was me yesterday, bro.
as much as people are like, oh, you shouldn't be angry. Anger is a very essential emotion that people need to feel. We feel it for a reason. If people didn't feel anger, tons of people would get away with pathological behavior, screwing people over and things like that, and nobody would be any the wiser. But what happens is when people feel anger, the idea spreads like a virus. That's why things go viral. And it spreads in a way where nowadays it's very unchecked, and the vast majority of the time it's in a really, really unhealthy way. For example, there was this TikTok that I made for someone. I helped him work on it. It's important to keep this in mind. A lot of times, without knowing the mechanics of it, deliberately, you'll form an intuition. If you start to do this and you get a lot of views, you'll form an intuition of what works and what doesn't, and you'll realize what works is basically manipulating people into hating the world. And it's not that that's what works. It's that it just works better than everything else. The second strongest emotion in terms of people sharing and replaying, particularly replaying and coming back to it and saving it, was shock and awe, which they put as the same emotion. That's Daily Dose of Internet, and that's also Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast's whole channel is shock and awe. And so that also works really well. Everything works really well when bringing out emotions. But it's important.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Why? Yeah, I'm still here. Yes, in a second though. I'm like talking to Upras. Alright.
Is that silent? Is he here?
He just woke up.
Tell him to come through. But it's important to know on this like whole journey of the channel, it's important to keep in mind as you start to develop an intuition of what works and what doesn't, don't lose sight of the original goal of what you're intending to do. And when you figure out what works, if it's something pathological, something you feel guilty about, something that you're like, man, we could do this and I know it'll get views, but it'll just make tons of people mad for no reason and there's no reason for us to do that sort of thing. Keep that kind of thing in mind, that those thoughts will probably come somewhere along this journey, sometime after we get monetized or something like that. It's important to know that that's the way these algorithms work. They work with the intention of keeping people on the platform as long as possible. And on the platform doesn't just mean on the platform. It means like you're partially on the platform if you're spreading the idea at the dinner table. Oh, I heard this thing. And they add on to it more because it falls in line with their already existing worldview. So they add more onto it and they exaggerate even more. And it spreads and mutates the virus. And then the people at the dinner table hear about it. And then they argue about it. And actually, what a lot of the studies have found out is that what keeps people on the platform the longest and what brings them back to the platform is not necessarily where it's not just anger. It's argument. It's division. It's having another side to blame. It's constantly seeing one side of the argument while the other side is seeing the other side of the argument. Like, it happens in a very basic way where, for example, my mom doesn't watch long videos. She only watches short videos on YouTube. And she would tell me, like, why do you make such long videos? I only see these short videos. I'd show her my thing, and it's all long videos. YouTube doesn't promote long videos or short videos based on what's successful. They promote videos that they think you will watch. And because of that, like, that's a very harmless example of it. But the algorithm is not emotional. It has no conscience. It's unfeeling. It's uncaring. Whatever it decides will keep people on the platform for as long as possible is what it'll show them. And if it decides that what will keep people on the platform as long as possible is people being divided and hating each other, that's what it'll do. And that's kind of what it's done. So it's important to keep that in mind and not ever forget the purpose of why you're making these videos in the first place. So remember that. Yeah, remember that. The algorithm will be your friend with these kinds of channels because there is a lot of shock and awe to be had. Plus, there's other emotions as well in that study that this relates to, like relatedness and things like that. And just like learning about the world and stuff. And this will happen regardless. Because...
Yeah, Mom. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Okay, I hear the garage. Huh? Where is he? Mm. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let me see.
Let's say we were to do the marshmallow study, for example, right? And we do it for a bunch of people. And just by, by sheer randomness, one extra of a black person eats the marshmallow versus one white person. Tons of people in the comments will go, I knew it. You see, black people don't have the impulse control. And just by virtue of these videos existing and putting these messages out there on precarious subjects, people will form their own conclusions, whether we like it or not. Mm-hmm. People will jump to conclusions one way and the other way and all this stuff. So whether we like it or not, this channel will appeal to all kinds of emotions, particularly people's anger, and that will spread the videos a lot. But go in knowing what you want out of the videos. Go in knowing what you want the video to actually be in the long term, you know? Because this kind of thing made me so guilty, I completely stopped doing it. I completely stopped helping all these TikTokers and all this stuff. They're like psychopaths.
Yeah, because they just want views. They don't care about the reaction or the impact after. No, I definitely like this conversation that we had. Now we have like a good direction, or like at least we know what each other, what we like. Let's keep building on it, and let's just like let's keep brainstorming, thinking. But I'm trying to come up with like a hitter idea, like something that's not like cut or not like spectrum or not anything that we have right here. Yeah, that takes time, and that takes like.
I think when we start doing it, it'll be way easier to think of ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Like we have enough ideas just to start, and we could start tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like if we dedicate like 2 hours,
we should have times though. Because like we should have a schedule for it. Mm-hmm. Because there's like other commitments that we're probably going to have with our lives. Because this is probably not going to make money for a while.
Definitely. So I mean, we should do it 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Yeah, 3 times a week. Once like maybe on the weekend and like twice during the week or something like that. And then we could do it for like.
Well, let's figure out the details of it later, based on the
what we have till now.
Based on like the ideas.
Yeah.
Like okay, this idea we can do once a week. This idea we can do 2 times a week. This idea we could do once every 2 weeks.
We could do the questions like on the street, that type of thing. Mm-hmm.
When would be the most optimal time to do that sort of thing? Like Friday
night. What would be a good
something?
experiment is like have outside of like any retail space, like you know how they have like the people that spin the signs and stuff, like putting like different types of people out there, and then like seeing how that affects like the sales of the business.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
that's a good idea.
I don't know, like, and the more that we sit the more that we'll think of good
Yeah.
ideas. Like the
So
more,
this is like part of the experiments.
yeah.
Okay.
That's like an experiment thing. Like
The street, the going out on the street thing, ask people questions and things like that. When is like the most like, well, should we even do it like in like the city? Should we?
we should do it in the city.
Okay. And when is like the most like poppin' time in the city? Like Friday night, Saturday night or something?
Yeah.
When is it?
Yeah. I mean Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, and we could also do it like this. Like we could ask people, for example, like ask a question to like this. I mean, the concept that we came up with is the same question to every person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, we could ask like white people in Buckhead.
Yeah, we
that
could go to
question,
different areas.
and then we could go to like black people on Edgewood, and then we could go to like like homeless people, very wealthy people,
Yeah.
like all different, you know.
That would be we could take like a whole like half day or something like that, you know, to do that.
And that is something that like we both would just enjoy doing.
Yeah.
It's not even like for money, or it's not even for views. It's just like we just would enjoy doing that segment. You feel me? Like it's just like something fun to do. Like you go out, you meet people, you might make long-term connections, or you might make enemies, and you just
It would be a fun journey. It's
Exactly.
exciting. It's exciting for sure.
exactly, and it would hopefully it would grow into us going to different cities and states and like doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But or like going to South Georgia, like Warner Robins,
Yeah.
and like going like over like doing. I don't know. We could come up with some fire. But we gotta come up with like a better segment idea. I'm not like fully.
There's likely to be some really good segments that will emerge out of the segments we already have. Like
You think we should just focus on content now?
yeah. Focus like 90% on content. That's where all the labor is. That's where all the hard work is gonna be at.
Bro, they're playing on Nickelodeon.
He decided to go number 10. Hey, you're sitting there. Just check out this big play right
I don't know. I kind of.
Yeah.
What's that?
Nickelodeon football, bro. This is live too. I remember when I was younger, I went to the Nickelodeon like hotel in Florida.
Oh really?
You been there?
No. I want
Bro,
to go.
in the pool, they had like a big bucket like on the top with like the slime,
The slime.
and everybody like stands under, and then they just dump it like right on you. I remember I thought that was like crazy when I was a kid. I just saw this second time.
I've heard it was really good.
It was really good. My mom said it was the best movie she's ever seen. I really liked it. I saw it twice, and I liked it both times.
Really?
Yeah. And I saw it twice in theaters. It's like 3 hours and 15 minutes though.
Dang.
Yeah, like our movie time was 12. We got out at 3:30, so it was like it started at like 12:15 and ended at 3:30.
Well, anyone who's willing to like make a movie that's that long, it better be good, you know.
True.
It likely
No,
is.
It kept us engaged. Like,
Usually movies that long usually are really good because why would a director put in that much effort if they didn't have something to do for all that time?
Mm-hmm. Day in the life of a movie producer segment. Day in
A
the
day
life
in the life
segment.
segment could be good. You ever seen that video or you ever seen that thing on like talk shows that people will do, like the late night talk shows where they'll go out into the street and they'll go like, like you ever seen that video with like Drake in disguise? Have you seen that? It's like on Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, where Drake puts himself in like a complete disguise.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
What is like? What do you think about Drake?
Yeah. What do you think? And he takes over the disguise. I don't know, something like that, but like more serious. Where instead of just like people going like, oh, when are you gonna drop this album or whatever, it's like, what would you say to this politician? What would you say to this controversial figure? What would you say to this person? And they come out and they talk about it. and they try to address their points like that, and see how, like, if they stand by what they're saying or if they switch up or whatever, you know. Could be some, it could be like a branch from the, you know, talking to people in the street type segment, you know.
No, like that's interesting because like people on the street, like everybody when they meet someone else, they look at color, right? They look at like, oh, what, like if we like had a segment where we get people of like all different colors, like white people, some black people, brown people, whatever, and we put them in like a suit, like a that you can't even tell color, and then you like go and they go and like become like talk to different people and like try to become friends with like, imagine like a black person in like a all like in like a suit being like a friend with like a white racist.
Have you seen those videos of those guys in the UK doing the videos where people are in like green suits or whatever, and it's like they're like joking people, right?
Yeah.
Like their whole channel is like
It's not Sidemen.
They collaborate with Sidemen a couple times.
Okay.
I forgot. It's like Chunks. The main guy's like Chunks. You ever seen these guys?
That black guy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what they'll do is they'll get all these people. They'll get like 50 people, and they'll all be wearing the suits, and they'll be like, okay, guess the black person out of all these, and they'll ask them questions. They're like, what do you think? What's your preference in girls? What's this? And they'll ask a bunch of people, and they'll try to guess who's black out of it. And they make it. It's like so funny to watch.
That's funny.
It's so funny. It's not anything serious, but it's so funny.
Yeah. I like that. Or I don't know. We could see what's up. Or like day in the life of like a music producer. Like we could do like some different segments like that. That stuff's so easy. You know, we could have like Farhaz on some of it, other friends that I have on some of it, different people that make music. We could maybe get like Mark B on there. You know, like one of my friends knows Mark B very well. Like not through Farhaz. You heard that?
Yeah, I feel like it's just some creaking or something.
SpongeBob, bro.
What is going on? Why does the whole like? Why do the colors of the jerseys look like they pop a lot more in this right now? I don't know. I just feel like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're doing some color correcting.
Yo, yeah, I think so too. Yo, you want to watch this game in my room?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're me and Alphaz are watching it.
He's here right now?
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, I thought
Nah, he's here right now. We're in my room.
Let's see.
Bro, you know, my dad just went to go get food for Teddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they're feeding him?
What?
Bro, a Big Mac, and they're giving him the meat of a Big Mac.
Oh.
Like McDonald's beef. I told my dad, don't do that. I was like, that's not real meat, and that's not good for a dog.
I wouldn't give. Yeah.
No, literally said, oh, give that. Literally said, give that. I was like, bro, that's not that's not good. I just said boiled chicken and mix it up with like all this different stuff, rice and all this different stuff, maybe some like dog powder or something, and just give it to him.
Yeah. Well, dogs don't really eat anything other than meat. Not rice or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dogs.
No, they give.
Dogs will eat like
anything, but like they'll eat rice, but like they don't.
Dogs should eat very simple foods. So things that are very, very close to nature. Raw meat, peanut butter is great. Peanut butter is like the optimal food for them, you know, and they love it. Milk and cheese.
Yeah, like people put peanut butter on their little like things that they like chew or lick, and then they just like keep licking at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't even when the peanut butter's all gone, they don't stop.
My dad's over there right now with yours at the house over there, like doing something.
Yeah, Teddy will be fine. People underestimate the adaptability of animals a lot of the time. We're like mammals, you know. We're the most like adaptable things ever known in the universe.
Look at this.
That's CG.
With Patrick on the field goal post.
But that's definitely CG.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. But that's pretty cool.
Look how fast Baker's moving today.
I like the way he reaches the ball out like that.
Bro, Patrick is commentating it? I just realized that.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Now the Rams are going to have 3rd and 3. They have to get 3 more yards, get a new set of downs, a first down, and keep this offense on the field. The clock keeps ticking down, the time keeps running lower, and the Broncos still have so much ground that they have to make.
I want to see how much they paid for
Do
this.
you know why there are only 4 downs?
Why?
Why, Patrick?
Because if there was 5, there'd be too much math.
I agree. See, Patrick, we do words. We like words. Numbers are hard. That looks like it's short, so now it's going to be 4th down as Malcolm Brown on the catch. And you can either go for it and risk it all, or you can kick another field goal and take 3 points.
Yeah, that's something called analytics, where they depend on the mathematics and probabilities and whether they want to go for it, and they do.
And the handoff. Get it.
If I was like a 35-year-old like dad, I would just turn this off. I wouldn't watch this. Like they're talking like little kids.
Yeah, it just says the NFL and Nickelodeon is the branding used for broadcast of the NFL games that are produced by CBS Sports.
And that's
So I guess
risky to go for it on 4th down. Know what you were saying? If you don't get it, then you turn over the ball to the other team. Instead, the Rams say, you know what? We have been running the ball.
they're calling it NFL slime time instead of prime time.
Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield is going to throw back to Higbee. I think that's Patrick. You've got a couple players that you could choose as your favorites today, but Tyler Higbee might be at the top of the list.
Oh yeah, like old Big Rig Higgs.
No way.
He's had
Yeah, this is already getting annoying.
Yeah,
Right?
I like him when
I mean, I'm it's whatever. I'm not. I have a lot more patience now. But
It really is. Like Jerry Judy and Tutu.
but they're talking like they're talking to like a little kid, you know, like really slow and stuff. They're talking like people who are watching don't know what football is,
No, I mean,
which is probably the case for a lot of people watching this right now.
True.
That's probably what they're going for, because you know their numbers are not doing too hot
NFL?
compared to their growth. Every year the NFL has been growing and growing and growing, but in the past few years, since like 2018, their growth has kind of stagnated.
I heard that this weekend, the games, it's the most watched game, or it's supposed to be this weekend, like, based on the viewership for the past, like, few months.
Really?
This weekend is supposed to be the most viewed football weekend in all history.
Dang, so I guess they're doing something right.
Yeah, apparently, that's what I heard, but...
Because he gets the nervousness out of it. Yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
These kinds of things all rely on growth now. They don't rely on big numbers anymore. You could have big numbers, if you're not growing, you're not going to make as much investor money as the other person. Like League of Legends is
Like, this
going
Nickelodeon
insane.
thing is dumb. Like, why am I watching on, like 3/4 of the screen?
You know, like the League of Legends thing. More people watch that than watch like more people watch like the League of Legends World Finals than watch like
We did ask a lot of these guys.
it was like very close to Super Bowl.
Do you know anything
numbers.
about esports players?
A bit.
Yeah?
I
Bro,
remember you
let
wanted
me,
to.
They let me bet on esports.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet on esports.
Yeah?
Esports is way too fickle. It's way too fickle. Orgs popping in and out because of big
Bro, they're letting
investors,
me bet on table tennis right now.
and then they go bankrupt pretty soon after because they're not actually doing anything. It's very fickle, and most esports players retire by the time they're 25 because it's all there's nothing physical about it. They don't keep growing. It's only a mental thing, and the learning capabilities of people who are 20 are significantly at the highest level, significantly more plastic than people that are 25. So esports players, by the time they're 25, they're done. They can't really compete at top level anymore.
Why?
There's less plasticity in their brains. 25 is around the cutoff.
I believe that because he tells me things like that.
I mean, it's like
Damn, I missed my time, bro. I missed the time.
to play at the top level of League of Legends.